Oh yeah, nice.
So in here you're going to see activity, chat, and what vote.
Perfect.
See,
Perfect. Perfect setup. Thanks, man.
just make sure that when we're going to commercials, you guys
Mute it.
mute.
Yeah, I know. We got to mute it for sure because I'm gonna between rounds. I think I'm gonna hop in the Discord with doing that too. While I'm doing the open.
We should turn the stream decker off.
Oh, we got another follower. We're at 241, so
Yeah.
nice, Kevin Ford. Let's go.
We should turn off this extension.
Pretty exciting, man. We're almost at 250 followers. It's pretty awesome. We've improved a lot in the last 2 months.
Turned off. Cardboard light should be turned off.
Okay.
It's turned off.
Okay. I didn't realize you could turn it off. I should be turning it off. Where is it? Oh, there.
All right, all right. I wonder if we're ready. Are you ready, Steven?
Oh,
Are you?
dude, I'm ready, man. I'm ready. I'm ready to watch some sweet modern action. We have a very special guest. Well, we have two special players here playing. Don Lee on Mox Amber Aggro again. For those that pay attention to the Swish stream, I did a deck highlight about a week or two ago with Don Lee. He was actually on the stream with me. We played with this deck. It's a pretty cool deck.
Mhm.
And if anybody's more interested in it, you can actually go watch us play that stream. I don't think Don has changed a single card since then. He took it to Vegas and day two, and now he's here trying to crush the store championships. So it's going to be interesting watching him play Kyle Montgomery, who is a fellow teammate
Yep.
of ours.
Well, let's set the stage a little bit. We're here at the store championship.
Yep.
We're at Galactic Toys and Games in Kentwood, Michigan.
Mhm.
This is the event that caps off the year. Wizards decided to do these store championships again, and we have some sweet promos on the line. There's some sweet store credit online. I believe this is a 1K in total prizes.
Which is awesome.
This is gonna be awesome.
Quite a bit on the line for
Yep.
sure.
And to kick things off, we have Burn versus Mox Amber Aggro, and they both were on a mulligan.
I think Kyle's mulling again. So I
Yep.
believe
So he's going to
to
5 on Burn this route.
That's
but
very bad.
not the route that you want to go. But thankfully, Donley's more of a creature base, and it looks like if Kyle knows this, he should be playing the control aspect anyway. So
The concern for Burn is if and I'm not sure if Don Lee's still on this version, but because I guess he told me he was playing a slightly different version in the last league he played. But if he's still on Season Pyro, that's going to be really bad news for the burn your creature strategy. It's
that's true.
going to be very
All
awkward.
right.
The
All right,
turn one
Swifty
shot,
here.
Swifty, hit
Yep.
for one.
All right. Don has a Goblin Guide in hand, it looks like.
Yep, sure does.
Yep, he's going to go and lead with that Goblin Guide. He's going to get a trigger. That's going to be is that a Searing Blaze?
It's a bolt.
Is it a bolt?
One of those promo bolts?
Well, wasn't there a Searing Blaze one that
There
pulled?
is.
So
There
I
is
think that's
actually.
where I was getting the mistake.
That makes sense. Yeah, yeah. And I think they're pretty close. I mean,
I can't
those
tell you-
red burn spells are so similar sometimes.
Can't tell you how much I hate those player reward cards, by the way.
That's fair.
All right, we're going to suspend a Rippo here. Going to set up for a later turn.
Yep.
Well, he's going to take one here off the Sunbay Canyon to go ahead and play that said bolt that he. Yep, going to remove the creature. Get a nice little prowess hit off of this.
Now I know Don. I saw a Bone Crusher in his hand. So if Don hits a land here, that's going to be really rough for Kyle. Just kill your guy and have a 4/3 on an adventure. And Don definitely has another mountain.
Yep.
This is really bad news for Kyle. This is not where you want to be at all with Burn.
Yep.
Lose your threat, one card in hand, and then
there is that Bone Crusher that you
Yep.
previously mentioned.
Not at all where you want to be.
No, but especially on a mulligan, right?
It's really rough. Godly's still at a very
Yep.
healthy life total.
He's going to go ahead. The Riftbolt's going to go upstairs.
Yep.
Don Lee is going to go down to 14.
Yep. Plays land, plays an Eidolon, I assume. Yep. That could be really good.
Yep, Eidolon, 2 the red whenever a player casts a 3-drop or less, they're going to go and get shocked.
Yep.
Kyle does have to remember those triggers.
Yep.
Something that he'll have
The metric effect too, which can be interesting. Is Kyle he's not playing Luris Burn. Is there no Luris?
Oh, that's interesting. I don't see it on what's over here? I think
there is a Luris. There is a Luris.
Yep, it just wasn't updated on the screen, but it was all tucked off to the side right there.
It's a little bit covered by the glare for our viewers.
Yep. But we did get that corrected.
Yep.
If anybody hasn't noticed, we want shout out to Danny for our great layout that has the companions listed.
So it looks like Don Lee has another Bone Daddy. And he's going to stomp away.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if Kyle has a Boros Charm here. That'd be pretty hot. Nope. Unfortunate. Ooh, that's going to be 7 damage.
Reckless Bushwhacker.
7 you.
Yep.
Kyle's at 8. Kyle's in trouble here.
This is very true.
Okay.
This is the start that you want if you want to win a sweet Wormcoil engine.
Boros Charm face. Okay, that's interesting.
So
I'm surprised he didn't save the Eidolon, but maybe he just has to pray to draw 2 burn spells in a row to win this game.
Fair.
I didn't run the numbers.
6, right?
Yep. So Kyle goes to what, 2 and then dies. See, pop that and die.
Yep.
Okay.
Don't really know what he was looking for, but
yeah. So that was an interesting spot. I guess saving the Eidolon would have done 2 to Kyle, but then it would have given him a free block on the Bone Dad, which would have been interesting. I don't know. The problem is Kyle was getting kind of locked under his own Eidolon too. Just a really rough spot there.
All right, so I'm going to talk to you about Don Lee's sideboard a little
Yes,
bit.
yep.
Here we have 4 Leyline of the Voids, 4 Magus of the Moons, 4 Pyrite Spellbombs, and 3 Smash the Smithereens. Is there anything that you that catches your fancy?
So here's what I think Don's gonna do. Ooh, so Don has Blood Moons in his main deck. And when I was doing the stream with him, we were boarding out the Blood Moons. And I believe he's just gonna bring in some of the Pyrite spell bombs just for more interaction.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably gonna be it. Just the three spell bombs.
All right, and then let's go and flip over on Kyle's side of the board. He's played 3 Paths of Exile, 3 Smash the Smithereens, 3 Roiling Vortex, 2 Deflecting Palm, 2 Sanctifier and Vec, 1 Skullcrack, and 1 obviously the Loris as his companion. What do you usually go towards in this position?
So he's on the play. So I think he needs to be the aggressor still on the play. And I think on the draw, he's going to have a different game plan. But I think on the play, I might only be bringing in Sanctifier out of that board. That's one of the only cards that I really like there. It's going to be impossible for Don Lee to interact with it, which is good. It's going to be a 2/2 pro. It's not going to be as good as, say, like Core Firewalker would be in this matchup, but that's not why that card's in the sideboard. Honestly, I think this is a tough matchup for Kyle. I think he might struggle here, especially, like I said, if Don Lee is still on the season Pyromancers, it's tough. Like, Burns not really able to play the trade for resources if your opponent's just able to play a 2/2 that makes 2 1/1s. It's going to be really tough to play that game.
To interject really quick, I can confirm he is playing 4.
That's very bad news for Kyle. So what Kyle wants to do is just be aggressive and try getting him dead. You don't want to play
I like that logic. Getting him dead.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, that's what Burn is looking to do, but
Of course.
there are some matchups where Burn can kind of play the control role, and I don't think this is one of them. Because if you try and play the control role, you're going to lose to cards like Seasoned Pyromancer. But I don't know. It's going to be close. Kyle does have Luris, which is helpful. So he always will kind of be up a card on Don in that aspect because he always just has a resource that Don won't. Kyle's opener looks quite good here.
Well, what did you see out of his hand?
I see turn 1 Goblin Guide. He has at least 2 lands and he has a Boros Charm. Those are the cards I saw.
Okay.
But the turn 1 guide is exactly what you want here. Don's going to need to be smart about what he
pedal
keeps
to the
on.
metal is what you're saying.
Yep, absolutely. Just hit him. Just hit him. Get in there.
And I know we both have had very good success in recent years on the burn strategy.
Yeah.
What would you say? What would your ideal hand look like if you're going up against Dominic?
Well, turn 1 Goblin Guide's a good start.
Yep.
Probably turn 1 Guide, turn 2 Eidolon.
Oh.
That's typically the best hand you can have.
Fury is a nice little card off the top.
It's good that Kyle knows about it at least, because like I was saying, I think my ideal start would have been Goblin Guide into Eidolon, but that Fury would have made that look really embarrassing really fast.
Yeah, with no
trigger.
Yeah, no trigger and lose 2 of your creatures.
Yep.
Not the little route that I'm looking for.
All right. So Seasoned Pyromancer. So Kyle needs to kill him quickly because this is not going to go well if this game goes long. If Don's smart here, I think he just holds the Amber to discard to the Seasoned Pyro in the long term. Does he have 2 Ambers? I think he has 2 Ambers in his hand. Yep. And this is why I told Don he should have cut an Amber for a land. I really hate playing 4 Amber, and I think he's still playing 4 Amber. We can confirm that.
Yeah, you confirm that.
But I told him he should have cut 1. He still hasn't made that change. He still has 4.
He's trying to accelerate. I get it. I get the reasoning behind it. All right, we have a lightning bolt on top.
We have bolt on top. Kyle says, whatever, I'm going to get furied. I just have to try and work through it. I don't hate it.
Sometimes
you just got to get the damage.
Creature has haste.
Look at it this way. 1 Goblin Guide was worth 4 damage. The other one's worth 2. They were both 1 mana deal 3s, essentially.
And at least you get to take down off a card off his hand as well to be able to answer both of these.
Yep. It's a solid 2 for 2. Yep. Shinka. All right. So Don, thinking about what he's going to pitch. He's going to pitch the Burning Tree, which I like.
Shinka, go ahead and give a legendary creature first strike.
Yep. I believe it's 2 mana and tap it.
Yep.
Give a legendary creature first strike. So really good with Ragaman.
Yeah, the Shinka, and then you have the black one that's getting a lot of playing like the Ractal stack.
So Don, man, this is a really good spot for Don. He's going to Fury, pitch.
The Lightning Bolt?
That's awkward. I would have pitched. I think he has a Burning Tree, but maybe I'm wrong. He's going to do that. I don't understand why he didn't dash it, to be completely honest, but maybe he has other plans here. Oh, he wants to cast the Burning Tree?
Oh, he's playing Season Pyromancer here.
Oh, Don, that's a good play, man.
Oh no, he can go sit Burning Tree into the Season
That's a
Pyromancer.
good
Draw 2
play.
cards.
It's a good play, man.
I respect that.
This is why he day two'd Vegas. He understands his deck. This is why he's playing the deck. I mean, I think this deck is a little medium, but Don has definitely gotten a lot of reps in with it. And that was a great play right there. And that so he kind of made me look silly. He really made both those ambers look pretty good there, honestly.
He
Not too bad.
justified his decision
Yeah.
on keeping the 4
Yeah.
ambers.
Ended up looking really good.
Pretty. And this is turn 2. That was his turn 2, right?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, that's pretty good turn 2 to have.
Yeah, an
He-
insane turn two.
So he board wiped and he filled up the board. This is gonna be a very defensive Swiss Spear if I've ever seen one.
Yeah. And he has Boros turn.
Oh, I lied.
Well, Don should just double block. Maybe triple do no block? Okay.
Does he just
All right. Well, honestly, Don's gonna get to hit with a Ragavan, which is gonna be really good for him. Don's going to 8. Kyle takes a damage off the land there. So 19 or 18. I'm not sure. I think it's 19. Danny's doing a good job of keeping up with the life totals day.
Yep.
Great job. Okay, so what's gonna happen here?
so he has another Burning Tree in hand.
Yep, it would
And
appear
that
so.
looks like he's got a red-green floating now.
Oh
And-
my
oh.
God. 3, 6, 9. That is a ton of damage. Trigger the
3,
Ragavan.
6.
12, 14. That's 14 damage. So Kyle's gonna go to 5, and we get a monkey trigger here. Don's gonna be able to cast any spell in Kyle's deck. Oh, it's a spike. So Kyle's going to 2, assuming that Don casts this.
I would assume.
And then the bolt. Don Lee with the Amber aggro, baby. That was absolutely awesome. You just killed him on turn 3 on the draw. Wow.
Okay.
Wow. Reckless Bushwhacker. We haven't seen that one in Modern for a while, but holy God, man. That was just disgusting.
That was pure brutality.
That was a beating. Kyle just got whooped. Whooped on camera on stream. Not gonna be too happy with that one, but he top 8'd yesterday, so I guess you can't top 8 them all. But he still has a chance, obviously. But
Yeah.
not a good start to his day. Not something he's gonna be super happy about either. I can't imagine he's happy he lost to Don Lee of all people. But anyway, Don Lee, I mean, that was sweet, man. That was, Don's deck's pretty cool. Like I said, we streamed it and it can do stuff like that. It can have really nutty draws, but Don played that game too really, really well. And he definitely understands his deck, and I think Don will have a good chance to do well today because he knows his deck so well. And I also told Don, I think his deck's really well positioned in this room because I don't think there's a lot of Fury here today. I think Fury is on the downswing. It's gonna be there are a good amount of
Probably the Yorion next soup
Yep.
decks are probably the only ones you're gonna have
Right.
to deal with. Which I don't think that could honestly they're an 80 card deck. They
Exactly,
could
that
easily
helps.
just, get the
that
cards.
helps. Yep, them being an 80 card deck makes them a less consistent Fury deck. No one in Grand Rapids really plays elementals.
I do know
other-
there's one in the room.
there
is
is one
Yorion
elementals.
in the room.
Yorion, sure. Is it Yorion Elementals or
Yorion soup. It's
Okay.
Jason Reed's
Jason Reed. Okay.
the one he's been playing.
Cool.
If for anybody that don't know, Jason Reed out of Mount Pleasant at Game On. Definitely, if you ever stop in the Game On, go and say hi to him. He's an awesome person.
Cool.
But no, that was a great win for Don. Don's gonna go on to 1-0.
Absolutely was.
And we look forward. We're gonna have a ton of Magic today.
We sure are.
We got 6 rounds of Swiss along with a nice little cut. The
8 rounds of Swiss, right?
Oh no, it looks like they updated and it's only 6.
Oh, it's
today.
only 6. That's nice.
Then there's a cut to top 8.
There's got to top 8.
Because there is like some sweet promos on the line. We have
Oh, yeah.
collected companies that go to all the top 8 and first. I believe it's first and second.
Get the worm coil.
Get the worm coil. No, I think it might be only first.
Okay, fair enough.
I don't know the full details on the worm coil engine. We'll definitely be able to get
Yeah.
the update on those
Mhm.
momentarily.
All right. Well, not only do we have that going on, I'll be playing the Arena Open Day 2 in between rounds,
Yep.
which is what I'm about to do here
Yep.
for all our listeners. So
And I'm gonna be going to scout the room to find some more sweet decks.
awesome, man.
Because I wanted to bring down Leon because I think the Mox Amber Aggro is a sweet deck.
It's a cool deck, and we
Top 2 gets Worm Coil Engine.
okay, awesome. Yeah, we're still talking about how disgusting
Yeah.
it was. Don,
But yeah. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start doing some scouting. Don Lee's gonna go and talk and tell us in person on some of his insights from the round. But stay tuned. We'll be back for round two. In the meantime, go ahead, follow all of our nice little sponsors and follow this page for some
Yes.
more sweet content that we'll have in the
Yes,
future.
yes.
But we'll
Right.
see you very shortly. All right, guys, we're back. Larry here along with Steven. We're here at the store championship for Modern here at Galactic Toys in Kentwood, Michigan. Definitely stop in if you're ever in the area. But the year has come down to this. We are in the 1-0 bracket time.
We sure are.
We have Eli Brooks.
Teammate.
There's a weird like
Thank you, Danny.
Yep.
Anyway, yeah, Eli Brooks, teammate. We know what he's playing.
Yep. Oh, Steven, did you want to go grab these deck lists for us real quick?
Oh, yes. Eli Brooks, Greg
Yep.
Johnson.
I'll fill in while Steven's going to go grab these deck lists. We have Ponza on the left. We have Eldrazi Tron on the right. These both players are going to be battling to see who can go over to the 2-0 bracket, one step closer to the playoff for that sweet coil engine. And also to get those top 8 collected companies. Very cool promos that Wizard of the Coast did provide for the stores to be able to do an event such like this. All right, Eli's examining his hand on the left. Looks like Greg is doing the same. And Eli's hand probably looks reasonable. Looks like he has the turn one elf. Oh, Eli's on a mulligan. Oh, was that Greg on a mulligan as well? I believe they're both on mulligans.
And we have the deck lists.
All right.
So, as usual, Eli Brooks, for those that don't know, is Ponza Man of Team Swish.
And we have a turn one map on Greg's side.
Okay.
So we have turn one a Marber Elf and turn one map, both doing their things.
Yep. The interesting thing about this E-Tron list is there are 2 copies of Urza's Saga. So that should be kind of cool, I guess. Eli running out a quick Bone Daddy. Bone Crusher Giants. Thought Not Seer on turn 2 is pretty brutal. Pretty brutal. Greg Johnson with a very good E-Tron start. The classic Temple into Temple. Not a good time here for Eli. You got to offer the Bone Dad for sure. No reason to sit back and block, I don't think. That does not seem like a winning line. I think you got to push. Yep, and he does.
Yeah, I don't think Ponza wants to play this long game.
So is this a moon? Let's go, Eli. Money. You want to talk about big money draw off the top. That was it.
Yep.
If Greg doesn't have a Mind Stone, he's not going to be playing many of his spells. And let's see if Greg has Mind Stone in his list. From what I'm seeing, 0 copies of Mind Stone in this deck.
While he's tutoring up this card, let's do a nice little shout out to a couple people that did decide to follow us. We appreciate it. We have JF Magic 87, XX Doombar XX, and Solo Uniform. Thanks for the follows. We appreciate it.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you very much. Now he can go get the waste here, so
Oh, that's nice.
so that'll get him out of the moon, locking any castables. Yep, good attack there.
Yep.
But now Eli gets to crack back for 1 additional damage at least. Straw Bloodbraid here for Eli. That'd be straight money. I don't even know if that's in his list. Look, Bloodbraid Elf.
All right, nice smell there. Disguised as the Windswept Thief.
Yep. Ooh.
Oh, this new
Ooh,
card.
baby, the Moonfall region. I forgot this was in his deck.
Oh, I'm gonna need to get an Oracle reading on
I'm looking at
this.
his list right now, and I didn't.
No, they're Maniform Hellkite.
Maniform Hellkite.
Yeah, the cards are. They look very similar.
It's the dragon from the last format. That's why I
Yeah.
was confused. Yeah, things looking good for Eli here. He can crash in for 9, put Greg to 2. Who needs Bloodbraid Elf when you can play that thing?
Yeah, whenever you cast a non-creature spell, create an XX Red Dragon Illusion creature token with flying and haste, where X is the amount of mana spent to cast the spell. You exile it at the beginning of the next end step.
So it says non-creature, correct?
Yes.
Which is really cool with Nissa Who Shakes the World, and there are 3 copies of these in this Ponza deck, which is actually a good 5-drop. I condone playing Nissa Who Shakes the World, honestly, in Ponza. More people should probably do it.
About time that card gets some play. It has
Yeah, you're
never
right.
seen play in
It's
its
about
life.
time this is playable.
Oh, and it looks like Eli's gonna take a. But typically,
This is a very good match.
yeah, I was gonna say Ponza.
Yeah.
When opponent's playing
Yeah.
Tron lanes, is that where you want to be?
Yeah. I remember one time I played a Tron mirror match against Joe Set at an open. and it was the open I top aided with Tron, but I was just trying to pick his brain because I literally pretty much copied his list and was just trying to talk with him a little bit. Super cool dude, fun to talk to, very good commentator on the NRG series. But anyway, and I was just kind of talking to him like, what do you think the worst matchups are, stuff like that. And he goes Ponza. Ponza's like almost impossible to beat. You might as well just pick up your cards. He was very blunt about it. Just said Ponza is just a complete disaster for regular Tron. And it's going to be a pretty big disaster for Eldrazi Drawn too. Maybe not quite as bad, but it's still very bad. And especially with no copies of Mind Stone. Mind Stone would be a really nice card in this matchup. But Greg doesn't have access to that. So Greg is really going to struggle here. Let's kind of talk about some cards that might be coming in.
Yeah, let me take a look at this list.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just like spiel off the sideboard real quick. So over here for Eli, let's kick car with him. He has one Tormod's Crypt, one Walking Ballista, one Relic of Progenitus, one Pithing Needle, one Liquid Metal Coating, one Chalice of the Void, one Ensnaring Bridge, one Witchbane Orb, one Sovereign Console Flagship, one Worm Coil Engine. And just for those that aren't aware, he plays Karn package, is why he has all these one of artifacts.
Yep.
He also has 2 Veil of Summer, 2 Plummet, and 1 Force of Vigor. What do you like?
Force of Vigor is going to come in for sure.
Yep.
To blow up like
Maps, things like that.
Urza's Saga, a couple copies of those.
Yep.
Maps, yep, things like that. I think that might be it. I mean, the artifacts are all going to stay there, obviously.
Yeah,
Karn,
obviously.
the Karn package. Karn's also insane in this matchup. I mean, this is just exactly what you want to play against
And
if you're
Karn's doing the same thing, right? He's another Karn next deck.
Yeah.
And he's over here with 1 Ensnaring Bridge, 1 Tormod's Crypt, 1 Grafdigger's Cage, 2 Relic of Progenitus, 1 Pithing Needle, 1 Sorcerer's Spyglass, 1 Cursed Totem, 1 Liquid Metal Coating, 1 Witchbane Orb, 1 Sky Sovereign, 1 Worm Coil Engine, 1 Walking Ballista, and 2 Spatial Contortions, which
Contortions will be coming in.
I was gonna ask, do you respect the elf here?
Oh, you have to.
Yeah.
That's all you can do. I mean, there's literally the only thing you can do in Greg's position is try and either keep a hand like he just had, a turn 2 Thought Knot. Eli got very lucky with the moon off the top. I mean, he literally just peeled it. I'd be furious if I were in Greg's position. But I've been there. I play a lot of Thoughtseize decks. I know what it's like to just watch your opponent peel perfectly. That's the nature of playing any cards that hand hate your opponent, right? But I mean, that's all you can do if you're Greg. You keep a good hand that can maybe do a little bit of interacting. Warping Will's pretty good in this matchup because you can counter like pillages and things of that nature while also dealing with elves. Yeah. But we'll kind of see what happens. But Eli this is exactly what Ponzo wants to play against. This couldn't have been any better of a pairing for Eli. He's mulling to 6, not going to keep a garbage hand. He's got a Blood Moon, but no way to ramp into it. Is he going to keep this? I think he has to. He's got Karn. Can't see what he's quite putting on the bottom, but he's got Moon. I think is he getting rid of Bolt? I don't even know why Bolt's still in his deck, to be honest. Bolt is not a good card in this matchup. I'm surprised it's in
the Bolt really does not help when you have a 70% win rate.
Well, yeah, and then killing Matter Reshaper is not a good game plan.
No,
really bad actually.
Walking Ballista for 1.
That's a good one to kill with Bolt, I guess. Bolt's. What do I know? I guess Bolt does pitch to Fury, so maybe there's some argument to just leave some red cards in your deck.
Yeah, it's like, do you want to when you played Elementals? Do you when you're sideboarding? Well, do you really keep track of your numbers when you're bringing cards in?
I didn't think a ton about it. I just want it because the nice thing about Elementals is like you play 4 copies of Omnath, which just pitches to both, and if you draw extra, you don't want them anyway.
And you play Kahir in that deck, right? So you get to usually play in your hand. It pitches. It doesn't pitch
pitches
to
the solid. Yeah, which is generally what you pitch to it because one of the worst cards in the deck. But yeah, so all right, here comes Blood Moon. Here comes the moon.
Oh yeah.
And Greg Johnson, I'm gonna need to pray for some waste. I'm really confused. Okay. I was gonna say I was really confused by Greg's keep, but this makes more sense. I'm expecting a Reality Smasher now. If we can smash on turn 4 here through the moon and hit for 6, Eli's actually in a lot of trouble. He's gonna need like another red card, but if you Fury Reality Smasher and Bolt Reality Smasher, you have to discard 2 cards to do that. So
okay.
Oh, good. Greg had to do it because of the moon. He had to do it main phase. He couldn't wait till end step. And so Eli gets him with the Fury. That's a really heads up play. Don't let Reality Smasher beat you. Good play from Eli.
Yeah, it turns out the mana, right? The colorless source.
Yes.
Which is huge because Reality Smasher and Thought Seer both require that
Correct.
one little symbol that they are.
Correct. Yep. And so Eli gonna an Urborg. Okay. Just another ballista. Yeah. Eli had pitched the bolt, so Eli might struggle with there's a Karn though. Karn incoming, folks. Which means Ballista will not be able to activate anymore.
Do you sack the Ballista in response?
I don't think you can. I think you gotta leave a 2/2 to attack the Karn.
Oh,
as
that's-
bad as it is, you gotta have a
Yeah.
2/2. But the problem is Eli has another bolt. But he should definitely get the Karn in play, and I would honestly plus. I would just plus Karn to 6 here. Say go. That would be my play. I would play Karn plus. Don't want to expose it to anything.
Oh, he is looking to see what he has here.
Okay. And maybe this is fine, but I think I would just play the Karn and plus it up. Personally.
Maybe his logic here is like, hey, I got the bolt in hand. I can answer the Ballista. I lose a Karn, but
I will say there are plenty of times where I'm definitely a more cautious player than aggressive player. And plussing is definitely a very cautious line, but I think it's the best line.
mm-hmm. So Karn's
But
resolved, obviously.
I will say this. Plussing Karn is awkward if your opponent draws into the waste and then plays Reality Smasher and can just kill it. So I don't hate just getting a bridge here,
Mhm.
which I think is what he's going to get. But really, he gets the coding. I don't like the coding here very much. I get it. Like,
Does he have another Karn in hand?
no, I don't believe he does.
Okay.
It is just a little greedy. I would have gotten the bridge there. Yep. Okay. Well, I don't understand why Greg played the waste into the liquid metal coating at all. Very, very. That's really not a good play at all from Greg. Play the waste and then have no use for it. He must have a warping wheel, I assume. This must be a warping wheel. There's no way it's anything else. So he's going to float a colorless. Yep, warping wheel, make a 1/1. All right, this makes the play make more sense. So Greg just kind of had to do it.
Yep.
But Eli here with the bolt and an Arbor Elf, just terrible news. If I'm Eli, I just bolt the. See, I would have bolted the colorless mana there.
Yeah, but that's what I was wondering. Like, do you value getting rid of the mana and then you can have the Arbor Elf?
Definitely. You just nuked one of his 2 wastes. Greg Johnson can't activate Expedition Map, so.
Yep.
Yeah. Because you always have to think, what is the worst possible thing that could happen to me right now? And the answer in this scenario was in a top deck Reality Smasher. Because if Greg top decks the Reality Smasher, he kills the Karn, and all of a sudden Eli can't beat a 5/5 right now. So, Eli's going to win this game. Props to him. It's a really good matchup, as we talked about. But I don't think that was good, because the worst case scenario, if the worst case scenario happens there, I think he can definitely still lose to a Reality Smasher in play.
Mm-hmm.
So Eli got a little greedy with it, and fortunately, he's all right. But I definitely do not think that was correct.
I agree. Yeah, this it's very interesting to say the least. On like E-Tron, I always feel like that deck is just like its positioning is so awkward.
Yep.
And then you go up against a deck like Ponza, which is probably like worst case scenario that you could probably ever play against.
Yep.
So kudos to Eli for going 2-0. We wish him the best of luck in the future rounds. And good luck to Greg as well. We hope that it works out for him.
This was really rough for the pairings lottery for Greg. This, if you're going to show up with Eldrazi Tron, the last thing you want to run into is frickin' Ponza. And it's just such a... Eli is probably the only Ponza player in the stinking room. So that's really unlucky.
Yeah.
It's just unfortunate.
What is he doing with our playmat?
Who knows, dude? He's running off with it. He's a Team Swish player. He thinks he just gets to run away with the playmats. He's putting it back. Danny told him, no, sir. Property of Galactic Toys and Games.
Yeah.
Nice
Eli,
though, sir.
Eli's not enough to win this match, but he thinks he wins a playmat with it.
He thinks he's taken everything. He's taken Johnson's deck with him. He's taken all the bragging rights. But no, really, really exciting. And for anyone that may have been interested, I am now 3-0 in the limited event on Arena.
Nobody is.
So, well,
nobody is.
Right, well, if anyone was, there it is for you.
But no,
I won't be streaming any more of it live because of this,
yeah.
but
Unfortunately,
people posted.
these matches have been quite quick. I'm gonna try to find more of a mid-rangey deck for this next round.
The funny thing is, these are kind of mid-rangey decks, but the problem is, it's just Panza is so good against Eldrazi Tron that when it establishes the lock, E-Tron's just going to
Yeah,
concede a lot.
That's
of
why I chose
times.
Panza. I actually think Panza like
It's a
been
big
going.
going.
Yeah,
Yeah. No,
but unfortunately,
it was a good pick on your part. It just so happens that the pairing lottery really messed it up.
no, most definitely. I do think that we're gonna be able to see some longer matchups. I know our first 2 rounds have been quite short.
Well, as we go further in the day, too, people are going to think more. There's going to be more decision making,
Yeah.
more pressures on, so people are going to take longer too. So we've had really quick rounds, but I'm not complaining. I got to get back to the arena open, so
Yep.
no complaints from me.
Nope. And I'm gonna go and do some more scouting. I'm gonna find out some more sweet decks that we can go ahead and put onto the camera. Maybe it'll be something that's been in the shadows that has not been touched yet that we can introduce to the world.
Yep.
But yeah, go ahead and we're gonna take a nice little break here while we go and do that. If you do decide to follow us, we want to thank you in advance. But we're gonna throw on some adverts for you guys, and again, come support us if you would like. Unfollow us.
Yep.
Galactic Toys and Games also has some website information.
Yeah.
But we will see you guys momentarily.
Thank you very much, everybody.